Hey guys, and welcome to A Gunner Down Under. In today's video it's going to be a bit of a unique one. I'm not going to really do a review of our loss to Chelsea. Don't really no point in talking about that. What I am going to do is something that I did a couple of years ago when Robin van Persie left the Emirates. I did a message to him. I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm taking inspiration from Robbie at Arsenal Fan TV. He did a video a couple of weeks ago before we played Stoke and urged them to go there and win, and kind of directed a message at them. So I'm gonna do that to them following this loss. Guys, what the fuck just happened? On behalf of every Arsenal fan around the world, what's it about Chelsea that gets in here and stops you from playing your game? Why can't you go out there and why can't you play like the champions we think you can be? I still think we can win the title, but you're making it very hard for me to continue to convince everyone around me, as well as myself sometimes, that we can do it. Now, it's not just us. It's, you know, outside factors like Costa diving and little things like that. But just the bigger picture, we clapped because we went to Stoke and we got a draw. They got pumped this weekend. They have not been good since. Southampton have not been good since, but they pumped us. Chelsea have not been good all season. Bournemouth have beaten them, and they pumped us. You've got to ask yourself the question: do you want to win the title? Do you want to go out there and do you want to have teams look at you and fear you? Can you imagine that? Look at the old United teams when teams used to go to Old Trafford. They used to be terrified to turn up there and play against even Sir Alex on his own was intimidating. I was shit scared of him. And I think a lot of other managers were too, just going up to him, shaking his hand like, whoa, there's an aura about you and your team. We don't have that yet. Obviously, you've got to win the title to get that aura. But no one else wants to grab it. Leicester look like they're going to run away with it. City keep dropping points, but then we drop points in the same time, in the same round. Against Liverpool, we were leading, would have been crucial. And we gave it up. We sat deep. We need to just grow some balls and take this title. No one fucking wants to take it. No one wants to grasp it and run away with it. If no one does it soon enough, Leicester are going to win. They're going to take it. Because they really have nothing to lose. They've got the balls, they've got the players, and everyone around them is just kind of like, meh. We'll try and win it, I guess, you know. Not really wanting to win it. The only player last night that looked like he wanted to win the title for us was Petr Cech. And he's an ex-Chelsea player. And he's in goal. He can't do it all. Selection. Arsene Wenger. You want to win the title. You want to end the drought and silence everyone. But your selections, want to explain them to me from last night. Gabriel is clearly better than Mertesacker. There is no aspect of Mertesacker's game other than he might be more experienced. He's a World Cup winner. Let's stop talking that. Okay? That was years ago. Not a big deal anymore. That doesn't justify keeping him in the team ahead of Gabriel. Everyone, I'm sure, watching this video now thinks that Gabriel's better, and they would be right. Yet in one of our biggest games, it's one of our more important games of the season at home, against one of our biggest rivals who are struggling, the perfect time to go and annihilate them. And we get a red in the first 20 minutes. It doesn't matter, guys, if Costa fell and milked it for all that it was worth. Mertesacker and the rest of the team put Costa in that position where he could do that. That didn't need to happen. Gabriel's there, he'd be marking him like a hawk. He would not have given up that amount of distance. And even if he did, I think we'd all say that Gabriel's one of the quicker defenders in the Premier League. Would have caught him. And he loves a good slide tackle and nails them. Why wasn't Koscielny closer to Costa? This was the game plan years ago. Koscielny would always be backup. He was nowhere near him. And the ball from Willian, who was blocking it? Flamini was right in front of him and let him pass it. The cross in when Costa scored, Monreal was right there, didn't put in the extra 10% to block it. If you want to win the title, you've got to put in that effort. That final ball in the second half, Ramsey passes to Walcott. The ball wasn't even that far ahead of Walcott. With his pace, he's rapid, he could have got there. But no, he let it roll out. If Sanchez had come on earlier, he was outstanding when he came on. Like, I don't want to isolate this to one game. This happens every season. When we get our hopes up and we think something's going to happen. This is the closest and the easiest title race, really. Everyone says it's open, but it's the easiest for us. It should be, in years. We buy Elneny, we make a big deal. Yes, we've got a replacement for Coquelin. Hasn't had a minute in 2 massive games. Don't tell me that's why he missed out. That's what I've heard, and it's bullshit. You've brought in this player. It doesn't matter the circumstances. You brought him in because you think he's good enough for this team, no matter who the opposition is. Okay? Are you telling me he's not good enough to play against Stoke away? Does that mean he's going to miss pretty much every other game because they're all going to be equally as hard? It's the Premier League. They're all hard. You have to fight every game, every minute. Ozil was busting his ass yesterday. You take off Giroud. Yeah. Why? He's our highest goal scorer in the past 2 seasons. I know you want pace. Walcott didn't offer anything. Campbell tried his best, and you take him off ahead of Walcott and then bring on Chamberlain, who's got no confidence. Sanchez should have started. Elneny should have started. Okay? You've got to go all out for this, man. There's no second chances now. If we don't win it this season, it's going to be very hard next season because Man U's probably going to pull their finger out. Man City might get better. Chelsea will not have 2 shit seasons in a row if they don't get relegated. And Liverpool, we can't beat them anyway. I mean, we beat them once last year and that was it. But this is our chance. You've got to make it count. We're just sitting there. We could have been points and points top right now. Beating Southampton, beating Stoke, beating Liverpool, beating Chelsea. But nothing. We're 3rd after all this effort. And guess what? Tottenham are 2 points off us. 2. They're looking very, very good. And I hate to say it. Almost more stable than us at the back right now. They've definitely conceded less goals than us. Our goal difference is shot. It's 15 now. It's 7 off City. I don't know if we can gain 7 on City. We're going to have to make sure that if we win the title, it's going to be outright. Because if it's on goal difference, we can't do it. Unless we have some big wins coming up, but I can't see that happening. We've got Southampton next. Charlie Austin's going to be coming to the Emirates. Almost like a Costa scenario. He's going to just boss us. You can't let that happen, Arsene. Alright? Don't let us down again. There's people paying big money to go and see Arsenal every week. Not me. But I'm getting up at 3 in the morning before I have to go to work on a Monday morning at 7. Alright? Every game I'm up. And I'm wrecked for work. And my boss might get pissed off and I can't do my work to the best of my ability. And my day's ruined because I'm pissed off that we lost. But I'm dedicating a lot of my time to get up in the morning and exhaust myself following this team and constantly justifying why we can win the title. Because we can. That's the thing. We can. We're so close. You've just got to get them revved up. They didn't look revved up last night, even with 11 men. What are you saying in the change rooms? It's against Chelsea to go top. They're on the brink of relegation. Go out and smash them. Annihilate them. Batter them. Have the game over in 20 minutes like we did against United. But we let Fabregas, who's been shit all season, play like he did when he used to play for us 5 years ago. Players that were shit for Chelsea all season looked amazing. We made them look like Barca. Willian, who's been the only decent player this year for them, we negated him and everyone else came into it. So Arsene, I'm going to close it here because I'm going to lose it. Win the title. The players are there. We don't have many injuries now. They're coming back. There's no excuses now, Arsene. No excuses. We can do it. You've just got to stop yourself from stopping us. Anyway, guys, you get the whole picture. Thanks for watching. Sorry if it dragged on a little bit. It's frustrating when these things happen, but hopefully you understand my frustration. And I love Arsenal, and I think we can do it. I still think we can, and we'll win the league, but we just make it so hard on ourselves. And Arsene Wenger just needs to understand that he needs to go all out for this. Don't leave it to the last minute. You got to take it. Anyway, guys, thanks very much. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.